It's the 4th of July right now, and not much to celebrate today, so I'm doing housework, which is no shock to anybody. I am getting cracking on the foyer ceiling. This piece of wood has been sitting out here for 2 months, probably. It's very humid, and it's probably gonna start warping, so I need to get it in the house now. What I'm doing is I've had a problem with trying to figure out where to put this, really, because I didn't get enough wood when I bought everything. I was just a little bit short. I should have gotten one more of these 4x8 panels of red oak veneer on top of plywood. It's kind of struggle bussing with how I was going to do it, and ultimately, because the drawing room ceiling ended up getting so much detail, I decided, well, I can just add extra detail to this to really make the ceiling kind of pop. The problem that I was running into initially was that how do you hide the seams? And I didn't want to just have, you know, random pieces of wood cutting across this and nowhere else, because then you would be able to tell, like, well, that's one sheet, and then you had to cut other sheets, and it's not a one continuous, you know, run-on thing. So what I've done is measured the distance between the two lights in there. It's 57.5 inches, figured out center, all that stuff, and then these are the medallions that are gonna go, you know, behind the lights. I have a trick with these, we'll get to it, of how I'm gonna finish them. But what I did was, can we see? Let's flip this. Maybe this way. You can see dead center, it's 4 inches for the mounting box, and then that's the outer edge of the ring. And that's because if you guys watched the drawing room series, the whole foyer is getting the same 3-stain process that all of that trim did. And I needed to know where the outer edge of the medallions would be so that I could do the burnished look around it. But I also need to know where the cross pieces are going to be on this so that it doesn't look silly with like that burnished going under cross pieces, which are, you know, just going to be dark, and then it'd look all fucked up. I'm going to cut out these centers now, make sure that it fits in the house, which I'm not sure how I'm going to get it up on the ceiling, but then I can bring it out here and stain this whole panel. And I needed to get this stained because I'm not doing that over my head with 3 colors and polyurethane. It's begging for disaster. I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to finish figuring out where my cross pieces are going to go for the detail, and then you know, do it. I'm so sweaty right now. But I'm gonna finish this can of stain right now, and it has lasted for all of the trim in the drawing room. Its backup is sitting there on the counter already mixed. Oh shit, no, there's enough. Don't be like that. It's funny as I'm polyurethaning, which like this just looks like shit right now, but the first coat of polyurethane always makes this like mold looking stuff. And I think it's just, I don't know what it is. It disappears on the second coat. And I know it's the polyurethane itself, so maybe it's just like a weird way that it oxidizes in the wood grain. I don't know. The burnished look is not as good on all of this paneling as it is on the trim itself. Ignore the star. I've got a, there's something going on top of it. But you know what, I'm just gonna kind of run with it. I'm gonna kind of run with this water damage aesthetic. And hopefully it's just better once it's up on the ceiling, but whatever. Look how bad some of this is. Yikers. Time to fix it. Do it, and you can watch that disappear as the poly soaks in. I'm just gonna keep going as that disappears more and more. So yeah, it's nothing to panic about, but the first time that it ever happened, you know, the gay panic that set in of like, oh God, you just ruined this whole project. It's all fine. Here's the thing, I worked very hard this weekend to get all of the staining done. Last night, I started doing the burnishing for it using the darkest color. I love how it looks on the trim. I do not love how it looks on the paneling. And I'm a little meh about it because that was the plan, right? That was the whole plan, was to have this burnished look all throughout the foyer. And I'm starting to have second thoughts on it, and it's not a case of, oh, you know, trust the process. I really don't think it's that. I don't think it looks good. Unlike with the trim, which took the stain very well, the burnishing at the ends where it had to kind of cross the grain but still go with it, it worked fine. On the paneling, it did not. It looks like, let's see a better shot, water damage, if you ask me. I'm still gonna do all of its accent trim for sure, and like the pieces that were originally stained for the house, those so far have taken it very well also. But I'm thinking for this paneling, as much as it pains me to say, I may end up painting over it, which is a bummer, and it's a waste of time and money. Not an insane amount of money, because this plywood wasn't like, you know, super expensive, but it was still, you know, it wasn't the plan. So I'm gonna put the main piece up now. We'll see how it looks. I might change my mind, who knows? It might look fine once, you know, once all the trim pieces have been added to it, and then I might just be like, it's, you know, it's fine. It's fine for now. But otherwise it might just not be fine and it needs to get painted. Oh, my dick. This is another strong case in my history of doing things I shouldn't be doing, where a second pair of hands would be very helpful, but I feel like I can do this, so let's find out. Got my staple gun ready, and now I'm going to put liquid nails on the whole thing for some extra help and support. How did I do this last time? I'm in a situation now. Okay, you are staying up. Fuck this. Don't look at my hair, it's messy. There is 1. And 2 is nowhere near its mark. 2, 1. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Fudge. Ah! That's why you need a second pair of hands. But I will not be stopped. Even though my edges just smashed, I will not be stopped. I will not be stopped. You bag of dicks. Fucking hell. There. Did it on the first try. Just hurt my ego a little bit. Push. I'm gonna put up this other piece that you guys aren't gonna be able to see right now, probably, because it's too dark and I don't have a light in here, but I need to do this before I can add the light, so circle of life and Hakuna Matata. So it'll go all the way to the end. Yes! Sorry I didn't film it, but these are now painted with Retique, which is the liquid wood paint that is stainable. These have 3 layers of it on because I didn't want anything showing through on accident. And I think I'm just gonna do the 2 lighter colors of stain. I don't think I'm gonna do the darker one. So we're gonna start with Provincial and just see how it does. Because I don't want these to get too dark up on the ceiling. I've spent the last 2 days stripping the last of the original trim for the foyer and then getting all of the trim that's new ready for the foyer. This has taken a lot longer than I thought it would because every time I would think I was done, I would find another piece of trim that I'd forgotten about that needed to be stripped. Some of it, like this guy, you see it? You can see that pretty well, I think. That took a long time. Because it was the chemical stripping and then sanding with 3 different grits and then taking the door casing that goes under the stairs back in there because the door used to sit, I'm gonna say 3 inches above the ground and I didn't want that. And it was a little bit better before because there was carpet. I had put carpet underneath it, but without that carpet, that's gonna be awful. So I cut those down a little bit. The front door needed the edge of its crown piece cut a little bit so that it would fit with the new trim. Everything that's very orangey, that's the original. All of that stuff out there, that is the new ceiling trim. There's still more trim to do, but I need to get all of this up before I can measure for that because it's the pieces that go between where like the top of the front door frame and the leaded glass window frame, where those go, and then the piece that's mounted on the ceiling above them. I'd rather have those in place so I don't have to recut anything once it's stained and run the risk of wood splintering and then I have to, you know, stain little patch repairs. I'm not gonna film staining this because you've seen me do it before. It's Saturday at about 3 right now, so with any luck, I'll be able to get this all stained tonight, polyurethane tomorrow, and installed tomorrow evening. And then that's the bulk of the foyer done, which is gonna be so great, so. First color is on all that and all that. It is funny, the difference in shades on the wood. Not all of it is red oak. I think like that darker piece there is pine because it's on the inside of the closet. And I had to mount the electrical box because I don't trust myself to do it later. And I wanted to fill the screw holes before staining it. I need to run to Menards because I need to get sandpaper. But I got that little piece stripped because I got the door up. I also forgot to turn the camera on, but that's fine, it doesn't matter. I've got the one piece mounted so that the door can actually hang there, but I need to get that all stripped and the sides of the stairs stripped because I can't take that piece off. That's holding the stairs up. So I need to sand it in place, and the 40 grit just rips the shit out of what's on there. I also need to use the 40 grit to get the landing taken care of. I have, you can't even see, the window frame is on and all of that gloriousness. So it's a good day. I'm losing my attention span right now. So I'm gonna go to Menards. I am on my way home right now from finding the best find. So for my bedroom, I have been looking for French doors for, let's say it conservatively, it's been a month and a half. And I've been looking on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and anywhere and everywhere that you could imagine because I want antique, like the antique French doors or double doors that you find, people want like $400 for them, $500. And that's just way out of my budget. And for that, you're like, well, might as well just get new. And then last night, I was on Facebook Marketplace, and a gal about half an hour from my house posted French doors for $20 a door. And the sizing is right. Like, they're not so massive that they're going to eat up the entire wall. So I just went out there, picked them up, and they are perfect. And they took them out of their cottage that they're renovating, and I said, do you know at all about how old they are or how old the cottage is? She's like, the cottage was built in 1905, which means if you believe the research that my sister did and that my house was probably not actually built in 1893, it was built in like 1905 or 1906, which means these doors are entirely appropriate for my house. And that is just so cool. So they're full glass pane, little windows. Only one little pane was broken, and that's okay. It's intact, it just has a crack through it. All of the original hardware, including the hinges, are on it. It has the original functioning locking mechanisms to lock the one door. I'm so excited. This is like such a find to spend $40 on my double doors. And now I can frame that out and actually know where my doors are going to be. So that's very cool. Okay, bye. I am numbering the stairs so that when I put everything back together, because I'm sure some of these are different sizes, when I put everything back together, I don't really have to guess who goes where. Come on, man. If I have to use the ink here, I fucking will. Come on, you asshole. It's nice to not see seams there. Up there, I still see it. Oh, I'm falling. Okay. Right. You are there. You. I don't know what the hell that piece was for. Thought I had to make it, but apparently not.